Data Analysis for Non-Analysts. 02 Ship Claude Basics. Lesson 6, Video 2. You have data. Maybe it's survey responses from potential users. Maybe it's a spreadsheet of analytics. Maybe it's customer feedback emails. Whatever it is, you know it holds answers. You just don't know how to find them. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn raw data into clear insights using Claude, even if you've never taken a statistics course in your life. No formulas, no pivot tables, no experience required. Before we jump into Claude, let me explain the two types of data you'll work with. First, quantitative data. That just means numbers. Page views, sign-up counts, survey ratings on a 1 to 5 scale, revenue. Anything you can count or measure. Second, qualitative data. That's everything that's not a number. Text, opinions, feedback, comments. The beautiful thing is that Claude is excellent at both, just different questions. Before Claude can analyze anything, you need to get your data into the conversation. The best format for numerical data is CSV, comma-separated values. If you have a spreadsheet, export it as CSV. Then copy and paste the contents into Claude. You can also paste tables directly, or type data as plain text. For large datasets with thousands of rows, paste a representative sample of 50 to 100 rows. Here's where most people go wrong. They paste data into Claude and ask, "Analyze this." That's like handing someone a book and saying, "Read this." The secret to good data analysis is asking specific questions. There are 4 types of questions that unlock insights. First, pattern questions. What patterns do you see in this data? What's the most common response? Patterns reveal what's normal and recurring. Second, trend questions. Are these numbers going up or down? Trends tell you the direction things are heading. Third, outlier questions. What's unusual in this data? Outliers often reveal hidden problems or opportunities. And fourth, recommendation questions. Based on this data, what should I prioritize? This turns analysis into action. Let's see this in action. I've got user survey results from O2 Ship learners. First, I give Claude context. I run a learning platform called O2 Ship. Here are survey results from 30 learners who completed our first 5 lessons. Help me understand what's working and what needs improvement. Now I ask, what patterns do you see in the satisfaction and difficulty ratings? Group the open-ended feedback into themes. Claude identifies patterns. Then I dig deeper. What are the top 3 pain points mentioned? Quote specific responses that illustrate each one. Asking Claude to quote specific responses shows you the evidence behind its analysis. Now the big question. Based on this analysis, what are the 3 most impactful changes I should make? Prioritize by how many learners are affected and how much it would improve their experience. I went from raw survey data to 3 specific prioritized improvements with evidence backing each one. This would have taken hours manually. One more step that many people skip, the sense check. I always review Claude's analysis with my own judgment. Does this match what I'm hearing from learners in Discord? Do these recommendations make sense? Claude is incredibly good at finding patterns, but it doesn't know everything about my context. Use Claude's analysis as a starting point and apply your own understanding on top. Let me be upfront. Claude's data analysis is incredibly useful, but it's not always enough. Claude is great for identifying themes and feedback, spotting general trends, creating comparison tables, and getting a quick read on survey results. For most product decisions at the early stage, Claude gives you more than enough insight. But consider bringing in a human expert when you're making high-stakes financial decisions, need statistically rigorous analysis, or are working with regulated data. For most of us building products as beginners, Claude handles 90% of what we need. Before we wrap up, here's a quick prompt toolkit you can use right away. For survey data, analyze this feedback and group into themes. For metrics, what trends do you see? For funnel data, where are people dropping off and why? And the general purpose prompt, analyze this data and tell me, what are the key patterns, what's surprising, what's most important, and what should I do about it? Let's bring it all together. You know the 2 types of data and that Claude handles both beautifully. You know how to get data into Claude. You know the 4 types of questions: patterns, trends, outliers, and recommendations. And you saw raw survey data turn into 3 clear, prioritized action items in about 5 minutes. The key takeaway: you don't need to understand statistics to understand your data. You just need to ask the right questions. Key points to remember. Claude translates data into plain English. CSV works best, but tables and text are fine too. Ask specific questions, not just analyze this. Have Claude quote evidence to back up its claims. Always sense check with your own judgment. And Claude covers 90% of early-stage product analysis needs. In the next video, we're switching gears to something really fun: brainstorming and ideation. I'll show you how to use Claude as a tireless brainstorming partner who generates ideas until you say stop. See you there.